what do you do in an accident involving an EV vehicle? So it's either you're driving the EV, or you crash into an EV, or you see an EV that's crashed at the roadside.
Check
What do
number
you do? Okay, after checking the number plate, or take video. I think what do you do? So why is this a question, right? Okay, and again, a lot of people are saying, oh, batteries can catch fire if they can explode. It's very dangerous. Inherently, I have to be honest. Inherently, the technology, because battery, it stores a lot of power.
Yep.
For the EV6, for example, it's an 800 volt architecture. Anything that's above 60 volt is high voltage, and it's very dangerous. And there's a lot of potential energy stored inside the battery. And depending on the state of charge, right? So if your battery is 50% charge, or 10% charge, or 90% charge, there's difference, right? So if it's 50% charge, obviously it has more power, more potential, and more
volatile.
Yeah, it can go down this what the engineers call thermal runway, where the heat just creates a chain reaction and the battery will become hotter and hotter and hotter. Eventually it will burst. I don't want to say explode, but engineers know that this is a problem, and electric vehicles are at least as safe as petrol cars, if not safer. This is also according to research from the American Institute of
Highway Safety,
Institute of Insurance and Highway Safety. So they've done tests on a number of vehicles, and they've found out that battery explosion is rare. It can happen, and if it does happen, it takes a long time to kill the fire, and you cannot kill the fire with water. You have to use foam and stuff like that. But I would argue that you can normal ICE cars catch fire too.
Yeah, we see that lots of times as well.
And petrol is volatile as well. So it is as safe, if not safer. The question is, can you touch an electric vehicle when it's in a crash? For me, that's the biggest question. I've not done enough research, but what I know is B Auto, for example, they've gone on an initiative to train as many police people, first responders and rescuers about how to handle EV crash in Malaysia. So what I know is, there's an easy to find switch that disconnects the high voltage battery from the vehicle so that it's safe for you to start touching and opening the doors.
Yeah, they show that it's like a fuse box in the front bonnet. So you lift it up. There's this yellow tab. You can't miss it.
It's orange or yellow.
Orange, yellow.
Mango, orange kind of look.
It's so striking. You can't miss it. Just pull that tab to disconnect the main battery.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to disconnect the main battery so that it doesn't become an electric shock risk. Yeah. I guess for me, use your discretion. I know some of you are good Samaritans. You want to go and help out somebody in a crash. If it's an EV vehicle, be careful, because if you have reason to believe that there is electric leakage and the car itself is live, touching it would mean electrocution to you. Again, a car with 400, 800 volt architecture will be instant electrocution. Once you touch something that has that amount of power, your muscle starts to spasm and you cannot release yourself even if you want to. So try, if you can, find some rubber gloves, use a plastic pole or a plastic or a wooden pole. Exercise the similar level of caution you would handling an electrical fire or an electrical outage, right?
Yep.
Similar thing. But I guess for me is leave it to the professionals lah.
Yeah, I think pretty sure that I think as time goes on, I think more first responders, also highway patrols, rescue rondas and all that, they should be better equipped to handle these kind of crashes lah. Because one of the examples we saw is that at B Auto as well. So they also gave this demonstration, right? So they have this anti-static entry, like a special suit that actually
like an anti-static suit,
anti-electric suit,
anti-conduction suit.
Yes, so it's like it isolates them, and then there's like a plastic rod behind to pull them in case of emergency. So they have these special tools to handle crashes as well.
Yeah, and then they have like the high density gloves that they have to wear. So I'm sure like the first responders are equipped with all this. I'm sure like the bomber is equipped with all this. But for me, you can pull that disconnect the high voltage battery disconnector. The problem is for you to access that, you have to open the hood.
Open the hood, yeah, that's right.
That's the problem.
So better leave the professionals. And if you see EV in a crash, please do let them know that it involves an EV.
Yeah.
So they know.
Yes,
what to
so that they know what to do.
Yep.
Yeah. For me, the fear mongering saying that EV cars are dangerous. Look, I think there are smarter people out there who design the cars, and I think and the EVs have been in the not in Malaysia but in the world for like over 10 years. So they've thought about all these things, and like I said, the last that they want to see is their car burning down, because that would make headlines,
and also then cause injury or deaths to people.
Yeah. So that's the last thing that they want to avoid.